Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a quick recap of my memory journal. So sometimes I don't have the time to update my journal, like my memory journal, on a day-to-day basis because there's just a lot of things going on, and sometimes I could miss a day or even a week. So what I usually do is I go back over the pages and see if I can remember some of the highlights that happened on that day. So for example, here on Wednesday, I can remember that Loving my husband and I went to do some errands together, and then because we still have a few hours left to waste maybe, we decided to just drive around and see what we can find. So we found this really nice place along a very busy highway. It's a hidden restaurant, and at first we were like hesitant because it doesn't look safe or look good in the outside, but since I was also thirsty and I want to get some water, we decided to just give it a try. But when we get there and we went inside, we were surprised how that exterior can deceive what is inside of it, because when we get in, we discovered a tiny garden, and it's a very peaceful place, and the food was also good. So since it was almost, I guess, dinner time, we decided to just pick some food aside from snacks, and we discovered that they really served very nice northern food. So we had a good time. The breeze was cool. It was late in the afternoon. The sun was about to set, and we were in that nice, authentic Thai garden. And there were not a lot of people at that time. Maybe just a few tables, like one or two tables that had some customers as well. And it was really quiet, and the afternoon breeze was really cool, like I said, and it was perfect to talk about the end of the day and what we did during the day and just enjoy the moment. So usually Loving and I would just go around and discover whatever we can, like small coffee shops or restaurants, and discover some food, cheap and very delicious food. And you don't really have to spend that much to enjoy an authentic time moment spending with your loved one. So we make sure that if we weren't that busy and we don't have appointments in the afternoon, we spend it together, just quietly, maybe sitting, enjoying the sunset or sunrise maybe. But usually we just go out in the afternoon right after work and just decompress and unwind. So we usually talk about what happened during the day. We share what our thoughts in the day, and we share what we encountered during the day, the people we encountered, the people that inspires us, and maybe if there's some frustrations. I think it's pretty normal. Everyone gets to have that. We kind of resolved it by talking about it and making sure that we kind of think of solutions. And if we can't think of any solutions at all, we just put it on the table and let it off a bit, sit on it, sleep on it. I don't know what they call it. Maybe sleep on it. And maybe after a few days, it wouldn't be that much of a big deal. So yeah, so we just find time at the end of the day to decompress and just have a wonderful time. So that's what I usually do. I write important events in my memory journal, but sometimes it's just decorated, and if I can't remember at all, it was basically just a normal day and there's nothing much that is that significant for me, so I just leave it that way and just move on to another day. So I wanted to be consistent as I can when updating my memory journal, because memories are also important for me. But if I don't have the time, I just don't bother so much about it. So here I am trying to update Fridays and Saturdays. So today's Saturday, so in the morning, Loving and I had breakfast together, but usually we don't have breakfast together because sometimes he works right after he wakes up, or sometimes I work right after I wake up, and we just have coffee and then go to work. But on weekends we make it a habit to have breakfast together, so we can just relax. We don't have to talk actually, but we just relax. Also Friday, I'm so happy because I get to finish the book that I'm reading. So I was reading The Choice by Claire Wade. It's a debut novel, and it's very interesting. And for me, it's like The Handmaid's Tale in 1984 put into one book, and so interesting. It's a dystopian kind of theme, but it's interesting, I should say. So maybe I could share a little bit about the book later with you, but yeah, so I was so happy I get to read and finish the book The Choice by Claire Wade. So here I'm just writing my thoughts on it and how I feel about the book. And now I'm starting to read a new book, and then I am catching up with some of the books that I started reading. So yeah, so I'm starting to read Pachinko by, I can't remember the author, Lee Ju-min. I may be wrong, but yeah, it's Pachinko, and it's an interesting story as well. It's set in Busan, and it's about a wife and her daughter, and how it was to live very poor during the time, because I think it was the time of occupation, something like that. So I find it interesting. It's a fast read for me because I almost did not sleep last night just so I can continue reading. So yeah, so that's what I'm reading for this week, and I'm so trying my best to read as much as I can. So if I'm not busy, if I'm not doing anything, I would usually grab a book while I wait for someone or something. I just read a few pages. But if I'm doing some house chores, I'm getting things done, I would usually listen to the audio. And by the way, I also finished The Animal Farm by George Orwell last week, but I was listening to an audiobook. So yeah, I guess we are done here, and thank you so much for joining me. I will see you in the next one, and have a nice day. Bye.